Hey everyone, just wanted to give a brief update as to the Ultimatum League. It's now the 20th, and I believe the league was released on the 16th. So, we can't really count the 16th as being day one because that was a disaster. So effectively, the league started on Saturday. So 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're effectively on day four of the league. Um, so where am I at? I am now level. Wait, hold on. Crap. So one annoying thing is I had to turn my keyboard off. I have to use my laptop keyboard. Anyways, I'm now level 93. Not bad. I'm getting up to 94. I am well into maps, as you can see. I'm about getting there, 118. Still haven't done a series yet, so I'm not like the fastest person, but I'm getting there. But more importantly, as you may see, my currency tab is pretty bare, and my character that I'm actually using right now is not impressive at all. I have, as of now, invested, I think, hold on, 41 Chaos Orbs into this entire character that I've been playing thus far. And it's well into red maps. It's, cruising pretty well. I'm still using a Condo's Pride. I'm still using a Praxis. I'm using this disgusting 20 Chaos 6-link chest that I bought at like level 70 or something. My helm was actually pretty good, but actually a lot of this stuff I found myself. Like this amulet I found myself. This ring I found myself. These boots I found myself. I found these tomb fists myself and corrupted them with the enfeeble. So literally, actually, this character, besides the chest, the weapon, and this lion's roar, this character is actually pretty much entirely solo self-found. And the Praxis, but I did find a Praxis later, so yeah. So really bare character. So you're probably wondering, well, where is all your currency? What have you amounted to for being level 93 and having this whole atlas and all last 4 days pretty much? Well, here it is. Still working on it, but have a lot of the build that I'm planning to transition this character into well underway at this point. So I got my 2 void batteries, obviously. I did manage to pick up the replica ferals. I purchased this back on, what was it? No, I bought it on Monday. So I bought it on the 19th. So I bought this on the 19th. I paid 18 exalts pure for it, which I thought was honestly a pretty good deal. They're currently in the mid 20 exalt range, but back on Monday there was like 5 or 6 of them up for sale, and nobody was buying them because, let's face it, nobody has that. A lot of people don't have that kind of currency to spend, especially on something like replica uniques that are pretty more like second build or third build, or in my case also second build. But one thing I knew, I had to pick this thing up really fast because based on the history of its price, it just continues to climb and doesn't really stop. So I knew this was really the first thing that I had to get. So I picked this up for 18x, which I thought was a pretty good deal. There was like 2 listed for sale for 20 exalts, or there's 3 of them up for like 22, 20, and 20. I ended up bartering with one guy, and he sold it to me for 18. And as soon as I bought it, the other 2 like disappeared within the hour, and now they're all back up to like mid 20x. So yeah, pretty good that I snagged this while I could. I imagine it's not going to get any cheaper than mid to low 20x. It's probably only going to go back up. The void batteries I picked up this morning for 3.5 exalts each. The badge of the Brotherhood, I already infused it, so that's there. I already anointed it with infused, and yep, that's ready to go. I made these gloves. I bought the base without the cat for like 20 chaos, and then I just bought myself a feral Ferric Tiger Alpha and ran it and slapped on the cat. So these gloves are pretty good to go. I'm not going to really use any special rings. I'm probably just going to use like this ring and this ring for now. Ideally, I would actually get Power Charge +1 max Power Charge synthesized rings, but currently they're 20 exalts each right now. So that would be a 40 exalt investment just for base rings, which I'm definitely going to get the build running before that. So I'm not going to worry about those rings right now. Obviously, that's going to be a goal further down the line, but as of right now, I'm not going to really worry about that. This helmet, I just bought this base just now actually for 30 chaos. Oh yeah, right, keyboard doesn't work, gotta use laptop. It's eye level 85, so pretty good. The main thing I actually just need to do to start to get this build rolling is I need to ideally stick link this thing, and I need to turn these last 2 sockets into blue. And the way I'm doing that is I'm not going to use the jeweler method because that's not going to happen. I tried doing the 3 and 4 socket to get the 4th blue, but I spent like 450 jewelers and I didn't get it. So the nightmare I would imagine of trying to hit it on the 5th and 6th socket, that's not going to happen. So actually what I'm doing is I'm just running maps, and I'm looking for I'm looking for harvests to use the socket color crafts. There is a craft in Harvest where you can, and I just found out about this recently from talking to another player, where you can change a non-blue or any non-color of a certain color into that color. So like you can change non-blue into blue. So I am just waiting for Harvest to change these last 2 sockets, and actually potentially I could even, if it hits the red and keeps the green, that's actually fine. I actually could use the green with like hypothermia, and then I'll put my power charge generator in here. But we'll see. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where and what gems I'm going to use and what skills for the power charge generation. I couldn't use like ball lightning, something as simple as that, or I could use the storm brand. So those are 2 common ones, but I'll figure it out. I'll just do some testing. So that's what I have going on. I mean, I've probably at this point, into just this tab of stuff, I have probably over 30 exalts invested. And if you're wondering how I kind of made all that currency by day 4 now, I guess technically, really, and it sounds kind of plain, but just playing the game. I have been doing ultimatums. I've definitely got a lot of money off ultimatums. One important thing is do not skip ultimatums just based on the first item, because the first item is generally always crap. It doesn't really matter what tier of maps you're in, or doesn't really matter. The first item's generally always kind of junk. It's rarely going to be currency or anything like that, so you just have to ignore it, and you have to push your ultimatums all the way, because once you get to those high waves, that's where you could get the 6 links, the exalted orbs, the 3 or 4 chaos stacks that are seemingly unlimited. So you definitely want to go for that and do all of your ultimatums. And I would venture to say, even try to do the stone circle ones. I know everybody hates the stone circles, but I was on that same position. I actually didn't really like doing the stone circles, and whenever it would say that, I would just skip it. But I found out that you can actually do them pretty much just like a regular one. You don't actually have to stand stationary in the circle. You can kind of still make a big loop and kite the enemies around, and you can just kind of go through the circle, maybe stop momentarily for like a second, and then you can keep kiting the enemies around. So you don't really need to force yourself to stay in that circle for the entire like 6-second period. You can go back to it later, and it'll save your progress of completing that circle. So that's actually something I kind of figured out. So ultimatums, I got a decent amount of money off heists. I've been doing some heists. And also blighted maps. That's always a safe bet. Blighted maps are just incredible as always. Unfortunately, right now there is a bug going on where the I think this the zombie roas that respawn after they die, they just bug and they become invulnerable. And what happens is you pretty much can't actually complete the blighted map because that lane never clears. So you can actually loot everything else. You can loot all the chests, but you won't get your item loots from the drops, and you will miss one lane of loot. So it kind of sucks. So I'm hoping they patch that soon, because it sucks to just miss out on some loot. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I've just been really playing the game. This Slayer Cycloner is going pretty well. This is my skill tree again, super basic. Slayer Cycloner, there's really nothing kind of to this. Again, I have literally only invested probably like no more than 50 chaos into this build. Like, my gear is just, it's absolutely nothing. Like, maybe my boots are kind of nice and my helm's kind of nice, but even then, I mean, you can get this stuff for like 10 chaos. Like, this Condo's Pride, I bought at level 70 for like 1C, so it's actually still holding up pretty well in red maps, but I definitely could use more damage, but it's still kind of carrying through, so I'm not bothering spending money to upgrade this build because I'm going to just transition into the Discharger, so I'm not investing any currency into this build, besides some essentials like the Lion's Roar and a 6-link, which I kind of needed. So anyways, yep, that's it for my Ultimatum update. I really like the league. I really like the league mechanic. Overall, everything's going really well. More drama, of course, now again, with the whole... I did hear about the that exploit and then all the aftermath, so fun stuff. This league is a very drama-intense league to begin with, on Reddit and elsewhere. So anyways, that's all I have for this video. Enough of me chatting. I am going to get back to mapping, and I still actually have one more exam to take tomorrow morning, because I am in finals week, but luckily this term for me is pretty light, so it's not that bad. That's it. I will make another update probably next time when the character is going, and I will actually do a bit of a showcase. So yep, and I'm gonna sign off now. Alrighty, thank you guys all for watching.